Good morning everyone, this is Preeti Sagar and welcome back to UPSC DNet series. I'm here again to present important news articles from The Hindu dated 23rd October 2019. Let's start. Court to look into government plea for access to WhatsApp chats. A terrorist cannot claim privacy, Center tells Supreme Court. This has mentioned on page number 1 and this is important for GS2, polity and judiciary. So issues like right to privacy, whether granted to terrorist or not, so it should not be granted, and cyber crime related issues like social media handling. So these issues are involved in this article. You can read about it. Plea against Election Commission order on Sikkim CM disqualification. Term of debarment was cut short. This has mentioned on page number 1 and this is important for GS2, Polity and Representation of People's Act, that is part of the same paper. So this article is important to understand the clauses of disqualifications and the role of Representation of People's Act along with the validity of Election Commission's order in cutting short of the term of disqualification. So you can read about it. Next is 1 in every 6 missing children from Bengal, NCRB. 8,178 went missing from states in 2017. This has mentioned on page number 1 and this is important for GS2, that is social issues and social justice. And it is also about crime against children, so you can read about it. Next is rise in stubble burning cases in Punjab. Over 3,300 cases reported till October 21 as against 2,564 incidents in corresponding period last year. This has mentioned on page number 5 and this is important for GS3 environment and GS2 impact on health. So stubble burning is the major reason of the growing pollution and bad air quality in Delhi. So every year governments of respective states like Punjab and Delhi, they issue such guidelines for the farmers to the farmers, but still the problem exists this year. Moving on to the next, leaving the door open to a border settlement. In finding solutions, India and China must learn from the past. The legacy of 1962 was one of the missed opportunity. This has mentioned on page number 10, that is editorial, and this is important for GS2, that is international relations section. Next is recording crimes despite delays and drawbacks. The NCRB report 2017 offers a useful snapshot of crime. This has given on page number 10, that is editorial, and this is important for GS2 social justice. So this article is about delaying of states in providing such records of their respective states over crime data. So after submitting the report by Bihar and West Bengal, NCRB has come up with this report. So you can read about NCRT and the report. Next is firm steps to ease the fiscal federation tension. The center should not confuse uniformity and unity, must grant states the powers to levy direct taxes. This has given on page number 10, that is editorial, and this is important for GS2 federalism and GS3 economy. So this article is important to understand the present fiscal federation situation in the states, as after coming of GST, states have lost their revenue most as sales tax is subsumed in the GST, on which states had an edge earlier. So you can read this article to understand the issues involved and the role of state and central government in this. Moving on to the next, escaping the honey trap. How India can deal with an age-old spycraft that has been reinvented from the digital age. This has mentioned on page number 11, that is op-ed, and this is important for GS3, that is your security paper. So this is about espionage and honey trapping to dig out any confidential matters or reports from army or defense personnel and protection given to them against such crimes. So this is important to read to know all such issues and measures provided in the country. Moving on to the next, preparing for disruptions induced by policies. This temporary slowdown in some sectors may carry lessons that will help India prepare for future disruptions. This has mentioned on page number 11, that is your op-ed section, and this is important for GS3 economy on slowdown. Next is looking at the larger picture. India should not let contentious issues dictate the overall tenor of bilateral relations. This has given on page number 11, that is op-ed, and this is important for GS2 IR, that is bilateral ties with the countries. Next is 30% jump in crimes against state, NCRB. Report cites 51 cases of sedition, 901 under UAPA, that is Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. This has mentioned on page number 13, and this is important for prelims and GS2, that is Social Justice and Governance. So on NCRB data, 3 to 4 articles are given in the paper, in the newspaper, so you can read about such articles. So thank you so much. These are the articles of the day. This is Preeti Sagar signing off.
Career Launcher. Make your parents explode with joy.